Well, hey everyone. Today we're going to be talking about what it means to be Armenian. Odars are welcome to tune in. This is important because 101 years ago, the Armenian Genocide took place. An event in history that still is not recognized today. So follow in and tune in with me as I explain from my vantage point what it means to be Armenian.
Remember to remember. Remember to remember. Just remember to remember. Remember to remember. Ooh.
Firstly, Armenians love hard, they laugh hard, and they fight hard. Everything about Armenian culture is about volume. Like, you can hear my Uncle Armin laughing from like a mile away, and I love that. I believe that's going to be one of the most echoed voices in heaven, just my uncle just ha 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 laughing so hard. The second thing is this: every freaking Armenian in Fresno is related to each other. Like, everybody. I had a friend named Steven, and I told my grandma, yeah, hey, Steven, I've been hanging out with us, or I've been hanging out with him, and he has an Armenian last name, and she was like, oh, let me look it up. So she pulls out the big old family tree, and she starts looking, and she's like, oh, you know, your uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters, aunts, dogs, sisters, cousin, whatever, is related to him. Your cousins. And I was just like, oh, wow, that's crazy. How do you know that, Grandma? The third thing is this, and I just want to kind of pay homage to the fact that I'm going bald. All Armenians are so hairy, especially the dudes. Like, I don't have any hair on my head, and as soon as it started like running away from my face, it started going like all over my arms and stuff. I don't get it. Another thing is this: religion is so central to the Armenian experience. Like, you might be Armenian and you may not even be Christian, but you understand that religion is so important to the culture. And the fact that every Armenian knows is that Armenia is the first Christian nation. Like, when we have parties together full of love, laughter, and sometimes fighting, that's a fact that always is just continued upon every conversation. Like, they'll walk up to me and just be like, hey Josh, I know you're a pastor, but did you know that Armenia was the first Christian nation? I'm like, yeah, I know, you told me like 2 months ago. Or one of the older people in our family will walk up to one of the kids and be like, go on their knees and be like, hey, did you know that Armenia is the first Christian nation? It's everywhere. Like, Armenia and the first Christian nation is tied to one another. Here's the last couple things. I was talking one time to one of my friends who's a psychologist and a mentor of mine, and he was talking about the evolutionary pack mentality that was inflicted upon the Armenian people through genocide. See, we like naturally receive this pack mentality because we had to survive in order to make it. So you'll often see Armenians hanging out together today, which is a good thing, but can also be a bad thing. I'm not sure where it stands, but evolutionarily we learn that we must stay together to survive, and that, I think, is an important lesson. Lastly, the Bible says in Revelation chapter 7, verse 4, that every nation, tribe, and tongue will one day come together and worship God. See, God values culture. God values the beauty of culture. God values the beauty of people coming together and having certain traits like delicious food and laughter and parties and being the first Christian nation. God values that. And that's why I'm proud to say that I am Armenian. Well, hey guys, if you liked the video and want to see more like that, you can subscribe to my page by clicking this link right here. We'll see you next time.